Hello friends, Sarah here from Sleeping is for Losers, and this might be actually my last video of 2016. I cannot believe that the year is about to be done. We're just a few days away from 2017, and 2016 has been a year. Let's just say that. It has been a year. You know, personally and professionally, it has been amazing and awful and everything in between for me. And I know there's been a lot that's been going on in the world as well. Many of you have felt like you can't wait for 2016 to be done, and you're so excited to start fresh in 2017. So I'm excited too for 2017. You might know that 2016 saw me leaving my steady corporate job to become a full-time blogger, which is incredibly scary and incredibly exciting all at once because yes, blogging is a real job and yes, you can make money at it. And you can actually make money at it by being a really good person and not cheating the system. More on that in a minute. I love to look back on 2016, talk about what it was as a year, especially when it comes to the industry I'm in, which is blogging. But also I really want to look ahead with you and talk about what I see as being really big and important in the blogging world in 2017. So let's dive in. First of all, if you prefer to read this or you want to watch it and then read it, I do have a blog post about this up on my blog right now, which is sleepingisforlosers.com. You're welcome to check it out. I'll put a link down below. And if you do like this video, please subscribe. I would love to have you join me as I chronicle my journeys and all the knowledge that I have when it comes to blogging. So 2016, I like to call it the year of faking it because never before in all the years that I've been blogging, and it's well over 7 years now, never before have I seen so many people purchasing followers and using fake tactics to inflate their numbers, artificially make themselves look more popular online. And I've never seen so many people buy into it the way I did in 2016. And it just grosses me out. I have to be honest. And this is not because I am so moralistic and so much better than that, but it really, really was disturbing me to see an industry, blogging, which was based on telling truths, telling stories, sharing your heart, sharing your world. I was so disheartened to see that it was now becoming the norm to purchase followers, to purchase guides that helped you follow and unfollow people so you could artificially inflate your numbers and make yourself look important. And do you know what's happened? There are now hundreds of thousands of people online who are claiming that they get 100,000 visitors to their website. There are hundreds of thousands of people online who are claiming that they have 20,000 followers on Instagram and 50,000 followers on Twitter. And they might get those numbers. They might be pulling in 100,000 clicks on their website, but I guarantee they're not people who are staying and reading the material that they write. And they might have 20,000 followers on Instagram, but I guarantee that that's not 20,000 people who look at everything they do, want to emulate everything they do, trust their opinion. We seem to have lost all of that in 2016. So I call 2016 the year of faking it. But I call 2017 the year of authenticity. Here's what I mean. People are catching on. I'm not the only one who's noticed that bloggers have been faking it, writing really crappy material, and still magically getting massive numbers online, numbers that none of us had ever heard of before a year or two ago. People get it. And you know who else gets it? People who pay you to blog. Sponsors are getting it. PR people are getting it. It's no longer a secret that you can pay for followers or that you can use some pretty shady tactics to artificially inflate your numbers. So 2017 is going to be the year of authenticity, the year where we go back to what blogging was all about. And what is blogging all about? Well, blogging, my cat is coming because he just loves to be part of videos. Blogging was all about sharing your true and real stories, about connecting with people who were reading you, not worrying so much when it comes to your numbers or when it comes to having a massive readership, but instead really worrying about nurturing and connecting with the audience that wants to hear your stories. And if you want to get paid to blog, nurturing a small audience in 2017 is going to make all the difference, because sponsors don't need somebody with 20,000 fake followers to, put something on Instagram about them. What they need is somebody with 1,000 real engaged followers. That's where the money is going to be lying. So I think that the return to authenticity is going to be really beautiful and amazing for bloggers like me who really, really like writing. And that's why we started blogging in the first place. The other thing that I see happening is that we're going to have a return to long form blogging. There's been a real shift in the way that blogging is done, and there's been a lot of movement towards lists and very short blog posts, snackable blog posts. And I understand why that happened, but I think we're really going to see a shift back to the authentic and excellent blog posts that take hours to write, and you really put your heart and soul in them, and you tell stories, but you truly connect with people. That's going to go back to that authenticity thing, isn't it? So we're going to be moving back to real, true stories where people are going to be able to connect, relate, and see themselves in those blog posts. Another thing that I think is going to be super important in 2017 is what I'm doing right now, and that's video. And I think video is going to become a really strong complement to blogging. Here comes Gus again. Hey, buddy. So video is such an amazing way for people who read your blog to actually see what you look like, see what you sound like, see how you act on camera, and connect with you in just a completely different way. So I think we're going to see a lot of video as a complement. So not replacing blogging, but complementing it the way social media complements blogs and helps us promote ourselves as bloggers. The other thing that I think we're going to see, and I think this is going to be an interesting shift, is a movement away from really high-priced courses and guides and ebooks that help people learn how to blog. And instead, I think that we're going to start to see lower-priced items that help people get into blogging and start making money faster without breaking the bank, having to take these massive courses. I'll tell you the truth. There are some really fantastic people out there with amazing information, and they're charging a lot of money for it. I'm talking $400 for an Instagram course, and I don't know about you, but I don't have $400 to pay to learn how to get followers on Instagram that might buy something from me one time. Like, I just don't have that kind of money. So I think we're going to see a shift away from those really expensive courses and a lot of lower priced ebooks or smaller courses that new bloggers or bloggers who are trying to up their game are going to be able to learn from quickly and implement quickly. So not these big, massive courses that we've seen in the past. And finally, I think there's going to be a really big turnaround when it comes to the way PR and brands interact with bloggers. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it used to always be about your numbers. Do you have 10,000 people visiting your blog? That used to be the magic number. Do you have 1,000 people following you on Twitter? That used to be the magic number. Now with all these artificially inflated numbers, I don't think our numbers are going to matter that much. In fact, I'd be surprised if we keep getting asked for our readership numbers. Instead, I think there's going to be a few things that PR people and sponsors are really looking for. Longevity. Have you been around for more than 5 minutes? Are you consistent with the way that you post? Is your voice consistent? Not necessarily is your content consistent, so you won't have to stick to one particular niche and you only write about that, but is the way you write, the way you interact with the people who read your blog consistent across all your social media channels and on your blog itself? They're going to be looking for people who can represent their brands in a way that is authentic and real and makes readers or people who might see them on video actually want to engage with that product. It's such an exciting time. I'm thrilled that I get to be blogging and vlogging in 2017 because I think we're going to see such a shift away from the garbage that we've seen in 2015 and 2016 and a real return to the roots of blogging with great stories, great engagement, none of this trickery or trying to one-up somebody by having 10,000 more followers than them. and really just getting back to the roots of what made blogging and social media something that you and I really wanted to engage with. And one more thing that I think is going to be really important in 2017, this is like my bonus takeaway for you. There's been a huge DIY movement. Everybody wants to DIY, and that goes to blogging as well, right? People want to learn how to do it themselves. I think there's going to be a shift away from that. And I think you're going to see people willing to pay to either one, learn how to do something themselves very quickly, or two, have somebody do it for them. So instead of me taking 3 weeks and trying to figure out how to get a blog up on WordPress, I'll just pay someone to do that for me and get that out of the way. Instead of me trying to read every free blog post I can find about Pinterest, I'm going to just take a lower priced course or grab an ebook and learn all the tips and tricks that way so that I can implement them myself. I think you're going to see a really big shift away from this. I can only do it myself. I'll just research online. And we're going to start seeing people paying again for getting things done well, but getting them done quickly. So those are my predictions for 2017 in the world of online writing, online blogging, social media, and social media management. So I'm involved in all of those things, and I bet you are too if you're watching this all the way to the end. What are your predictions? What do you think we're going to see in 2017? What did you not like about 2016, or what did you love about it? Maybe you completely disagree with me and you think that this phenomenon of buying followers and cheating our way to the top is going to continue. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you have to say. Leave me a comment below with your thoughts on the state of blogging in 2016 moving into 2017. Or you can go and visit my blog, sleepingisforlosers.com, and you can leave me a comment there. I can't wait to hear from you. And hey, I can't wait to be connecting with you more in 2017 because I've got some great things up my sleeve, and I really hope that you'll be part of them. Till then.